now in charge of the Blessed Gaza Revolution, that is none other than Comrade Knox Chivero, has issued what he has described as the urgent notice to all parliamentarians, and he first issued the notice in red to show that is the urgent. And he went on again to write at length what the notice is all about. Zimbabwe finds itself at crossroads. It's a defining moment for the people of Zimbabwe at the moment, and it's a defining moment also for parliamentarians. It depends on whether they are going to choose to partner with the outgoing regime, or they are going to stand with the people of Zimbabwe at this critical moment. I'll be reading this urgent notice to you, which has been posted about 10 minutes ago. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please don't forget to press the subscribe button. It enables you to connect with me as fast as possible as soon as I come live. So this is the urgent notice that has been issued by Knox Chivero. He says, fellow Zimbabweans, today we have seen and heard the reports. The Constitutional Court will deliver its ruling on two related cases brought by a group of war veterans led by Ruben Zulu and by former MP Dubego Sibanda tomorrow morning, that is 17 June 2026. These cases challenge the legality of Constitutional Amendment Bill 3. The matter was heard on 20 May and judgment was reserved. In simple terms, the challenge is this. President Mnangagwa is accused of failing his constitutional duty by presiding over a flawed process that made wide-ranging challenges to the Constitution. Now listen carefully. The Constitutional Court will release its ruling tomorrow morning, 17 June 2026, at 19:30 hours, only hours before Parliament sits to push for legislators to vote on this bill. Fellow Zimbabweans, I must say this clearly. The Constitutional Court has been under increasing pressure from litigation connected to the 210 MPs. As we all know, many MPs did not respond to the court challenges after the applications were handed through chief whips, ensuring Parliament business would continue. So now, instead of trying to fight every past legal battle, the Constitutional Court is moving towards an exit, an answer that resolves the immediate crisis. And the exit, the only real exit, is the ruling in the Ruben Zulu and Dubego Sibanda case tomorrow against Mnangagwa and against the Parliament's push for the vote. In that judgment, we expect the Constitutional Court will address key questions raised in the matter, including whether the bill as it stands is consistent with the Constitution. We also expect something else. The Constitutional Court will be making a decision with full hindsight, meaning it will understand the real political and legal consequences of this process, and let us not pretend otherwise. There will be criminal consequences for those who helped violate the Constitution. The message is clear. Those who assisted in knowingly breaking the constitutional order will face consequences. So what do we do? What do we expect tomorrow? We believe the Constitutional Court cannot remove president's legislative power. Sorry. The Constitutional Court will interpret only whether the process and procedure comply with the Constitution. And this is our position. The correct legal way forward is not to force this bill through. It is clear that 3 separate bills are required. Therefore, the bill must be withdrawn and relaunched in 2 parts. Part 1, the sections that do not require a referendum. Part 2, referendum 1 of Part 2 being to extend the term of the president. And Part 3, referendum 2 of Part 2 being whether the incumbent can benefit or not. Now to our MPs, do not go to Parliament tomorrow to vote as if nothing matters. We will be watching you. Musayenda ku Parliament mangwana, munogona kusangana nezimwe ikoko. Do not go. I repeat, do not go. We all know in every war it is inevitable. There are always casualties and even dead bodies, as we witnessed in our road to the 1980 independence. But why should it be you? Fungai bana, fungai muri. There is always tomorrow. The time has come. Usazoti hauna kuyambirwa. Hokoyo. Yours, Comrade Knox Chivero. It has been issued exactly few minutes. It's 15 minutes ago from the page Blessed Geza Revolution. So the parliamentarians, in simple terms, what Knox Chivero is giving us is that tomorrow a very, very anticipated and expected court judgments will be made. The one for the war veterans led by Ruben Zulu, and the other one for the former member of parliament who was recalled by the charlatan Sengezo Chabangu, that is Prince Dubego Sibanda. Their cases would be finalized tomorrow, and Zimbabwe is at crossroads. Now, equally so, Mnanga was also Knox Chivero has revealed that you remember all members of parliament have been taken to court by constituencies. So he says also MPs did not respond to those cases, and the 10-day period has elapsed. He didn't actually further elaborate on that. And he went on further to indicate that tomorrow, Mnangagwa and his cabal, they are planning for the vote for this bill to proceed in tomorrow's parliament. Now, in unambiguous ways, Knox Chivero has made it clear to the members of parliament that tomorrow is not the day to go to parliament. Go there at your own risk. And he said, in every war, there will always be casualties, just like what happened towards the war of independence, which led to 1980. He said there were casualties. Don't be found on the wrong positions, especially when you have been warned. So members of parliament are warned tomorrow to stay out of the Zimbabwean parliament. Those who will go, they've been told, go there at your own risk. Don't say we did not warn you. This warning is arming you. Be prepared if you go there to be counted as casualties. So in simple terms, there are, two parallel activities that would be happening. There is an activity that would be watched with with anticipation from both sides. You can see that the war veterans as well as also the case of Prince Dubego Spanda, the Chiwenga faction, in this case being represented by none other than Knox Chivero, has actually, they have this firm belief that the court should in unambiguous ways declare that this constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026 is an illegal process which should not have seen the light of the day. And they believe that this bill should not be an omnibus bill as it has been presented to the people of Zimbabwe. It should be in 3 parts if it is to align with the constitution. And Mnangagwa cannot seek to just change almost more than 20 clauses with just a single bill, and the clauses that touches on human rights affecting the right to vote by the people of Zimbabwe. And Mnangagwa cannot also touch the clause that makes it clear that if Mnangagwa wants to extend his term of office, he has to subject that bill to a referendum. Equally so, if Mnangagwa wants to benefit from the changes that are made, there has also to be a separate bill to create a way for him to benefit. In simple terms, the Chiwenga faction is laying is actually giving Mnangagwa an alternative that he has demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt that he is not comfortable actually taking the route. So they know that, and also from the look of things, why they are discouraging members of parliament from attending parliamentary sessions tomorrow. They are privy to, they may be privy even to the judgment. They know what the judgments may say. It may necessarily not rule in their favor, and there is only one available alternative to pursue. That is to stop the implementation of the illegal process through violence. That is where Mnangagwa is actually, unfortunately, leading this thing to be. And I've said it, he wants to endanger the lives of other people's children. Mnangagwa would not be in parliament tomorrow. And the foolish ZANU-PF MPs, they will attempt to go to that parliament. Go there at your own peril. And the notice has been given. And you know, forewarned in English, they say forewarned is forearmed. Are these members of parliament tomorrow going to defy this clear and loud voice from Knox Chivero? We will be watching with keen anticipation, and tomorrow we will, the largest part of tomorrow will focus on these very, very critical issues. Zimbabwe at crossroads. We've never been at this critical moment before. It's a very, very decisive moment. Lines have been drawn. Mnangagwa has crossed the line several times. Warnings have been fired. Mnangagwa appears to be actually defying these warnings. And there is absolutely no other option except to stop this nonsensical bill by whatever means possible. I think that is the only available option for the retired General Chiwenga faction. You can see the way they even tried to put out Caston Matthew, that is the one of the members of parliament. And I see a statement that he wrote about 3 hours ago. He says, today I was ejected from parliament after contributing for just 2 minutes. The rule states that a member is entitled to 20 minutes. I understand why they stopped but I remain in absolute and unyielding opposition to CAP 3, so help me God. I don't care whether I am removed from PAC chair or recalled from Parliament altogether. I stand for nothing and nothing else but the truth. I will never ever betray my conscience and those who elected me. God bless you and good night. So this is the member of Parliament defying a constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. So we await to see the members of Parliament going to go tomorrow in spite of the notice that has been issued. Will this notice have any effect? We won't be preempting. You have been warned. So go there at your own peril. This time around, the warning did not come through a video. The warning came through written notice. Go to Parliament at your own risk. So at your own risk. That is what, in simple terms, the members of Parliament have been told. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I attempt to give you more.